straight right into like our next episode here. And here we go. I always forget that this way is just faster.
Right.
Okay. There we go.
What? You're looking for a...
We're gathering information about marriage. More specific.
Sounds complicated.
Thank you for saying so.
Thing is, there are some difficulties with living here, as you know. For one thing, there are more disputes between fellow Danans here than in other nations.
I'd hoped they'd all get along better after they were freed. I understand things still have a ways to go.
The other thing is that, in general, Renans aren't allowed into the city. You get lots of Renans coming to see you, don't you, Alpha? I know you've got both Renans and Danans in your crew.
Yeah, that could be a problem anytime Renans want to come visit.
The last issue is that the land around Cislodia is barren. It isn't easy to secure the food you need. We're not starving yet, but there's not much by the way of excess.
So, if someone with, say, an incredibly high metabolism were to move in, it would put more strain on the food supply?
I had the same thought. Even if I'm comfortable, the person...
Yes. I think it's important to keep that viewpoint in mind when...
Thanks for talking with... I'm not looking to move just yet. But when the time comes...
Been a pleasure. Gathering information, house hunting. You got some big life changes? If it is what I think it is. Nah.
Thanks, Bregan.
Now then, shall we...
Yeah, let's. Going to Cislodia really helped me understand some of what's important when deciding on a place to live.
If we continue to observe different locales, we will be able to understand more clearly what type of location is best. That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Did you need some?
I have a question for you. Can you spare some time if you're not busy with you?
I've always got time for you. After all, it's thanks to what you all did a year ago that we regained the most important thing a human...
All we did was help. It's you.
Even then, I still have a debt owed to you.
I'm trying to decide where I want to live a little further down the road, when I'm ready to settle down. We're traveling around to various places to see how they strike me.
Hey, it's great that things have calmed down enough for you to think about settling down. Even if it... But as far as living... Look, it's a beautiful city, and Renans live here comfortably. The problem is, plus, there are probably more than a few Renans here that would be... less than...
I guess it isn't the best for me. The city being beautiful is important to people who care.
I think Ganya is right. Pelegion is far from ideal for you, at least in its current state. If our efforts are... if possible...
I'll be working hard towards that goal myself. You once told me that you fight against...
That's right.
I really took those words. You've never let me down. I will make this...
All right. I believe. I'm glad we came to Pelegion. It gave me the chance to talk with...
So, what should we do?
Tensions are still high there, so I'm not sure if it'd be... I think we can rule out Nies. I'd cause way too many problems.
We keep in touch with Nies through trade and the occasional information. If the opportunity arises, can I let them know you've been...
Sure, as long as you don't make a big deal out of it.
Should we return to Vicent then? It is a How about Kisara's friend, Legil? She can likely offer opinions from a viewpoint different from Droshan's.
Good idea. If Vicent isn't a good fit, then I'm not sure what options will be left. I had no idea it was this hard to find a place to live. I'm glad I had the chance to experience it for myself.
The situation changes by the day. Even if it was difficult this time, it may not be the same in the future. Plus, Legil's a reliable person to go to for advice. I bet she can provide us with useful information.
We finally made it.
Legil, sorry to bother you.
Oh, I'm happy you'd come, but life in Vicent?
I'm considering it, but I haven't decided or even thought about a lot of details. For now, I'm traveling around and trying to find a place that would be nice to settle into once my journey is over.
Is that so? Well, I think Vicent is a great place to live. But recently, the population is exploding, and there isn't much space. We're getting overcrowded.
Guess there are downsides to Vicent's skyrocketing popularity.
But if you're going to live in Menancia, there are other options besides Vicent. For example, you can build a house near Traslita Highway just outside of town.
Outside of town? That thought hadn't occurred.
I know a really nice... However, it's currently inhabited...
Well then, perhaps we can take care of that problem when we go scout the location.
Oh, that would be a huge help.
Okay, we'll take care of it. We can't build a house if...
Thanks. By the way, I apologize. If marriage is the reason you end up relocating, then can I have your wedding bouquet? I already told Kisara, but I heard that if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll always be...
So you're where she heard that preposterous rumor?
All right, Let's go take care of the Zoogle on Treslita Highway.
That land will be important if you want to develop it in the future. We must eliminate... eliminate any threats that lurk there.
You think we can take that Zoogle?
If you're gonna fight it, I'll cover you.
Look! Isn't that what Legil was talking about? A giant Zoogle?
Looks like it. Let's get this done.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to right this.
Illuminate the dark!
Deny!
Holy glimmer! Holy lamp!
Eat this!
Rising shine! A wailing spear! Ready! Go for the weak point!
Feel like me
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Flash you!
I'll leave it to you!
Here and now!
No further!
Talon Hurricane!
Shining supernova!
On a roll now!
Alright!
Oh, now you're talking! Flaming brook!
Nothing gets
Here!
past me.
Damn it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Purge, beloved!
Devastation!
Eat this! I'll
Not
tear you
today.
apart!
Devastation!
Swallow dance! Talon Storm! I'll smash you!
What's this?
Devastation! Almost there!
Don't let your guard down.
Move nothing back!
Blasted.
Sword Rain Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all!
Devastation!
Healing circle!
Thanks, Sheila.
It's not the first time.
And I'm still grateful.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
It's a pretty nice spot, like Legil said. Great view, and relaxing too.
Sounds as though you like it then. I too feel this would be a good spot for you.
I feel like I could just wake up, check out the view, do a little stretching, and be ready for a big day.
Feeling good about your environment is important. Now, shall we return to Vicente and inform Legil?
Alright, so... Trace invasion distance, so that one's now done. Or no, she is now done. And now, Zolahine is now done, so now everybody is now done.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
We defeated the zoo.
Thanks. So,
Man, that was a nice spot. Maybe that means it's a good fit.
I think that when you get married and look for a home in earnest, what we've learned will aid quite...
Yeah. I thought that as long as they had 4 walls and a roof, all houses were the same regardless of where they are.
I thought that much was up.
I'm glad you like it. If you seriously consider moving, the house itself is just as important as the location. So I can introduce you to a pro who can help with everything from layout to...
Thanks, Legil.
You'll have a lot to think about, especially considering you won't be the only... It seemed you had someone on your mind as we were traveling. But are you satisfied with the
I really don't know anything, so that isn't enough. And so I was trying to keep my partner in mind as I did my research, but honestly,
I see. I believe that no, right now you're...
I hope
You've only just begun.
go, Halim. Choosing a home is basically setting your future life in stone.
It's important to think practically about the future. For example, calculating your spending so you know how much you'll save in 1 year.
I bet you're good at planning out your future down to the smallest detail, Kisara.
Alright, so now we don't go back to here.
Seems like your research into weddings and
Yeah, thanks to everyone's help. I've got Law and she on distraction duty, so I have some time. But there may not... I didn't know a thing before.
That's great.
I want to thank you again, Kisara. It's a ceremony to...
By the way, I think there's something else that comes before the wedding.
What? Something...
Of course. You're going to
I haven't gotten any info on that yet, but...
wait.
What else is there?
Don't worry about it. You'll...
Kisara, wait! Don't forsake me!
I don't know what the person you want to marry will think, but usually the
Oh...
You're asking them to spend the rest of their life... The locations, I'll say, take her to a floral garden.
Floral garden by the sea.
That was... Some people put a lot of thought in...
Oh...
I think your best traits are...
By strength.
That's part of it, but you also have the strength of mind to stand firm. If you can show those traits to your partner, then...
I see.
Well, I just heard a disturbing rumor. Apparently, a dangerous Zoogle has taken up residence in the Iglia Wastes.
We've definitely got to do something about that.
You don't get it? The strength of your feelings is basically your courage. You should show Shion you're not...
Well, I don't have a partner yet.
I'm not saying it's the best.
If that's the case,
I don't know. That might...
I know, I get...
So you want to practice on the zoo... If it doesn't go well,
Thanks.
don't worry about it for now.
Fighting alone against a powerful foe is the perfect chance to test myself. Lately, I've always had Shion and the others nearby, so I guess it's been a while.
Don't lose sight of your goal. You're trying to show your courage, not your recklessness. Looks like we made it here in one piece. There's the giant Zoogle.
Okay, I'm going in.
I'll be sure to help if it looks like you're in danger.
No choice. Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Burn in hell! The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Sword Rain... My turn! More? Eat dirt! The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Burn in hell! Sword... Not a chance! More? Sword Rain Alpha! The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Strike! Sword Rain Alpha! Crush! Thunderfang! Thunder! Thunderfang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Next, more! Sword Rain Alpha! We did it! More? Not a chance! Sword Rain Alpha! Thunder! Thunderfang! Lightning Thrust! Sword... Be still! Void Blast! Frick! Not more! Sword Rain Alpha! Strike! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Sword Rain Alpha! You're mine! I'm not done! More? Sword Rain Alpha!
Ah, Jesus.
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha! I'm not done! This is looking good. This should do it! You're mine! I'm not done! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! More? Sword Try harder! Not a chance! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! No escape! Burn in hell! Sword Lane Alpha! Hold nothing back! There! Sword Lane Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Great! Next! Sword Lane Alpha! Shockwave Flash!
Whew.
Hey, what's going on here? Shion? Hold on, Alphen.
Brace
I'll
yourself!
heal you
This
all.
one's tough! Dazzle! Strike!
Need to pull myself together.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. Do better.
Go for the weak point!
Piston! Ignite! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Here I come!
Lunar
Thunder!
corruption!
Thunderfang!
Gemini Aqua!
Strike!
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Explosion!
The blazing sword's all fired up!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help.
Take this!
First aid!
No escape! Sword Lane Alpha!
Annihilate! I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
No escape! Shockwave Flash! Here I come! Ah! You're mine!
Glacial
Rain Alpha!
Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer!
Void Flash!
Here's a healing art!
Almost there.
Don't let your guard down.
Void Flash! Slice!
Searing Tempest! And then
I'm not
I
done!
will!
Thunderfang!
It's weakened!
Here I come! This
Here's a
ends
healing
now!
Easter!
Thunder!
I never miss!
The flame inside me! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Sword Lane Alpha!
Lunar corruption!
Burn in hell!
By the power of water! Lightning! Downfall!
Be still! Void Flash!
Radiant light!
Strike!
Here! Let's finish this! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
Now, it's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Into the shadows!
Void Flash! Strike!
By the power
Void
of
Flash!
flame! Vanish without a
Stardust! It's on!
All right, that does it!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Here's
Sword
a
Lane
healing
Alpha!
art! First aid! Glacial spear! Pierce!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Searing tempest! And
Not
that's
today! Sword Lane Alpha!
tornado!
Thunder! Be still!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Here's a healing art!
Here I come!
Finish this!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Shion, before we talk, can we go some...
Sure. Now that you're safe,
Thanks. Let's head for the...
what? So the reason everyone's been talking in secret is
Yes, that's right. I've been looking into something, but I asked everyone to...
looking into something. What is it? And
See, I've been thinking about the future. What I want to do, where I want to go, but I didn't have enough knowledge. So I knew I didn't want the person I want to be with to think I'm unreliable.
I see. So you've been
That's right. And a lot of them told me that when I gather information, I need to think in the end. I'm not really sure if I've accomplished what I said. I'm sorry I kept it a secret. I thought that if I included you,
Alphen. Alphen, people told you to think more about the person you want to be with when you do your... But wouldn't it be best to do the research together with that person? What's wrong with... Anyone who knows you understands you're someone who can be... I mean, if I were that person, I'd search...
Together. That makes sense.
But if this person knew how far you and everyone else went for her, I'm sure your methods may have been flawed, but I'm sure she'd be thrilled.
Shion.
Just let me say this. Once everything is calmed down and you're ready.
Okay, got it. And next time there's something I want to research.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
At first, I wasn't sure what would happen. But it seems like you found out what you wanted to know. So I guess things worked out.
Although Shion did scold us a bit.
That's no surprise. We did keep a secret from her, even if it was only for a short time.
Not telling her the truth was so hard. I was at the end of my rope and almost blurted it out a few times. I'm so glad she found out.
Sorry for putting you through all that, guys. I learned a lot from this.
I just sold all those. Not what I wanted to do. Oh no! There's still another side quest. Alright there, everybody. So before we start like this side quest here,
Then it was
I
worth
am
the
gonna
trouble. We always wish the best for you, Alphen.
end like this episode right here, and I'll see everybody in like the next one.